Hello, Valentine Day cards, quick and easy. Hi, this is Patricia. In today's video, I'm just going to show you how easy it is to make a few cards. These are the products that I used, and I'm using my 1/8 inch stencil frame. So what that is placing four panels or four card bases and tape them behind it. And then I have some cutouts that I cover two or three of the cards to make sure I don't get any ink on them. So this is simple. It's a 2-layer frame. So I'm putting down the first layer, and I just picked a few colors. I think I picked 3. And again, the products will be shown below. And I'm just quickly inking this first stencil, and there you see it. And then the second stencil, I do the same thing, but I'm doing it a little light-handed. So there is a little variations. Once you get to the end of the video, you'll see I have 4 cards, and they're all a little bit different. And that's really what I like about this stencil, is that you can make them identical, or you could make slight variations to them. So on this particular one, I am trying to make it a little bit darker on top and then fading it down towards the end. And then for the last one, I used a different color. I believe it was the cherry. So that one is going to be darker. And then you'll see I will then do the second layer, and I will vary that a little bit as well. You know, I'll use a different color, or I'll different pressure. So I'll make it a little lighter or a little darker, what have you. And that's what's great about this. Once you start, you could decide how you want them to look. I think on this one, I made a few of the hearts a little darker than the others, and the other ones I just left. So I just picked a few different hearts and made them a little deeper red than my initial putting down the ink. So there you go. There's just a few. So here I am just wiping the edges of the frame. So I'm putting one of the cutouts on top of each of the card bases to make sure I don't get any ink on them. And I'm just using, I think it's a baby wipe, or you could probably use something dry if you do it right away. And I'm just taking all that extra ink off of the frame, so that way it doesn't mess up the cards while I'm inking. So that's all I'm doing right here. So it's just a tip for you. So here I'm just showing you a tip on lining up the layering stencils. I line up the original stencil, then take the second stencil, line it up on the stencil itself. So just making sure that they're one on top of another. Lift it, take the other one out, and they're perfectly lined up. I used to try to eyeball it, but then I realized I didn't have to do all that work. I could just line up the stencils. So that's a tip for lining up layering stencils as well. So here's a quick look at the 4 finished cards. And you can see they are very similar, but they do have a little bit of a difference to each one of them. Thank you for watching and have a great day.